You know, last night was super emotional for everybody. All the stuff, especially me and Alex been through here. It's tough to see. Your brother, been through a lot together. Just, have go down with a freak injury like that.
What happened exactly in the injury?
We was just scrimmaging normal stuff, and he was going up for like a fast break layup and just failed. And you know, everything else is, we thought he was fine, and he could bend his leg, and he wasn't feeling, the typical ACL injury pain. And then they just told us after he got the MRI that it was torn, and it was just crazy.
Since you guys are so close, what's the best thing you can do? Forget about basketball. What's the best thing you can do to help him as a friend?
Just being his presence a lot. Like, I know firsthand how he's feeling. Like, you get hurt like that, it feels like everything's just coming down on you. Like, especially in basketball, and we got stuff that we're trying to accomplish this year. Not only me and him together, but us as a whole team, and just to have that kind of just end and not knowing what's going to come next is the worst part.
How did he help you when you got hurt last year? I know you guys are really tight.
We was actually roommates. Right now we're just suite mates, and we got to go into a different room. But we was actually in the same room last year, so like he was there a lot. Like he would just be there. We would watch, movies or TV shows or play Xbox or. He was just there a lot. It meant a lot to me that he was just there, just to be there when we didn't have to be. And that's what everybody has to do now, especially with this kind of injuries. Just be there and let them know that we're thinking about them.
You talked about at the beginning of the season. You talked about in the off season when you guys went to the Bahamas how hard it was to feel a part of the thing when you're not actually out there playing. Do you now go out of your way to make sure he does feel that?
I will, but right now it's kind of like you don't want to smother him at this point because it's going to make it worse. You kind of want him, be around his family right now, and just be in his ear, step in and out and be like, yo, you good? You need anything? And then just kind of let him chill because a lot of it you do want to be alone at first, and then once you start feeling really good where you can start moving again, and that's when you want people around you. So other than that, it's just always be texting him, seeing if he needs something or wants to watch TV or anything like that.
With all the depth you guys have, Willie, how can you guys overcome this? I guess I'm wondering, is this not crippling in the sense of like Nerlens was 2 years ago?
Yeah, the fact that it just kind of ruins our platoon a little bit. Or a lot, nobody can make the plays that he makes. He's a freak athlete, does special things that you can't really replace. So now we just got to figure out how to play differently, and that's going to be the biggest thing is how we're going to play now, what lineups we're going to use, if we're still going to use a platoon system, and if we do, just make it work.
We really haven't talked about it that much, I'm figuring today in this practice we'll probably figure out. So that's the main thing. But we've really been just trying to focus on Alex and picking up his spirits.
Dakari, you probably already answered this, but forget about basketball. Just the emotion of just seeing somebody who's a good friend of yours go down like that and what that does to you.
It was very emotional, especially just like there's a regular play in practice, and we just really tried to help him and just bring up his spirits yesterday.
It's kind of crazy how you can have all this talent in the world and then it can be taken away from you like in snap your fingers.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it, especially because it was just like a regular practice. It was just like any day, and there's a regular play, and God has a plan for all of us, so he'll be fine.
Not that you wouldn't have come out hyped already, but does this kind of bring up the hype for North Carolina to play for Alex?
Yeah, we definitely have to try to get a win for him, and just play hard for him because I know if he was out there, he would play his hardest. So, we just have to do it for him.